r/AskReddit. Gamers of Reddit, what are the strangest things you've heard over an open mic? Was playing League while talking to some guys over TeamSpeak. Dude says he'll be right back, but leaves his mic on. Out of nowhere, you hear him and his dad getting into a massive fight. When the fight was nearly over, we heard the dad scream, "And why does your room smell like poop?" And the kid replied, "'Cause I poop in it." Dude hasn't been back on that TS since. Not really strange as in creepy, but I was playing XGO match when a kid on my team yelled "Ha!" Get ducked after getting a kill. Then our entire team hears him screaming, crying, and begging for forgiveness from his mother beating him for cussing that loud. Playing with a pug in Destiny, we had just finished a raid and we were taking a 15-minute smoke break before jumping into the next one. It was winter, and one of the guys had stepped outside for a quick smoke and still had his headset on. A few minutes into the break we hear an "oh shit." Then the sound of someone banging on doors and windows as he tried to get back inside his house. Apparently he has locked himself out and didn't have a way back in. Realizing he still had his headset, he put the earphones back on and was like, "Guys, I need help. I'm locked out of my house without a jacket and I don't have my phone." I asked if there was anyone that I could call. Dude couldn't recall his mother/dad/sister/etc phone numbers off the top of his head. I asked where he lived and started to pull up the non-emergency police contact for his area. Then he had a bright idea. "Dude, call the Arbors in State X, Town Y off Z Road, and ask for Sarah, that's my sister. Tell her to call my mom, so she can bring the spare set of keys over." So that's what I did. I called and she was the one to actually answer the phone. Phone is answered. Me, "Hey, is the assistant manager named Sarah there?" "Huh, yeah, that's me. What can I do for you?" Me, "This is a bit odd, but I'm playing an online game with your brother Andrew. He stepped out for a smoke and locked himself out without a jacket. He doesn't have his phone, so he told me to call you, so you could call your mom to see if she can bring the spare keys over." Huh, oh no, yeah, I can do that. Are you one of my brother's friends? Me, "Nope, just met him online today. I live about 1,500 miles from your location." Huh, oh, okay, well thanks for calling and letting me know. I'll call mom and let her know. We say bye and phone call ends. About 5 minutes later I get a call from the same area code, different number though, and it's dude's mom in a slight panic asking if her son was okay and having me let him know she was on her way right now. I played operator for about 20 minutes until she got to his place. One of the most interesting online gaming moments for me. Playing GTA V and some kid's dad comes in and starts telling the kid to go to his room. Kid refuses and dad gets a little yelly. Finally dad says, "Fine, you don't have to leave." Then yells, "Honey, he's not gonna leave." Then I hear the unmistakable sounds of a couple having very loud sex. I thought it was hilarious until I heard, "What the duck are you looking at? Just play your game. Come on honey, suck my cock." I muted that shit right away. Kid would rather be in a room with his parents ducking than quit GTA V. All credit goes to /u/SC2 bench, but I thought this was a really good story given the question. I have legitimately heard someone on my team break up with a girl during a game of Dota on voice. He was using open mic, and she was like, "Get off that stupid game. Take me out to dinner," in this horribly entitled voice. After around 10 minutes of him being calm and saying things like, "It's okay baby, just let me finish this game. I will get punished if I leave," and her just not understanding that she issued an ultimatum, "If you don't turn that game off right now and take me to dinner, I'm leaving." And he just typed in chat, "Pause please. Need to break up with my GF," and everyone lolled and paused and the dude just went ducking ballistic like, "This is my apartment. You stay here on my dime. I buy you all your food. I give you money to geo shopping. You don't get to issue ultimatums to me when you don't have shit without me. Get the duck out of my apartment. This relationship is over." Then it was lots of her crying and yelling and bringing up all this shit he did wrong in the past, as if that was going to help, and eventually he just said, "Sorry, relationship is over. I don't care. Bring a truck and one of those Doucher bag bar guys you love to duck so much to get your stuff tomorrow. See if any of them are willing to clothe, feed, house, and duck you." and everyone on voice chat just went ooh, and we were typing everything that was happening to the enemy team. He eventually got her out of the apartment, and boy did it sound like the guy had a world of pressure off his shoulders. After the game I friended him. We still talk on Steam sometimes. He really ended the relationship and ended up just putting all her shit in a storage locker when she didn't come get it for a week. He has a new girl now who apparently isn't as awful. Was getting full on cussed out by a kid easily around 5 or 6. He was literally saying duck you ducking dunt. I hope Satan beeps your ass and his spludge gets in your shitty eyes, you stupid little ass ducker. So we started firing back at him with everything we had. We kind of made him cry. Then his mom gets on the mic and starts yelling at us. She's telling us how we are setting a bad example for her child and we shouldn't be using that kind of language around someone his age. So we went off on her too. Explained that her kid was being a sailor-mouthed little shit. She started yelling at us saying that her kid can do whatever he wants. So we said that if he's going to talk shite like an adult, then he's going to have shite talked back to him like he's an adult. She gets even more pissed. This is the best ducking part. I'm still laughing about this. The grandmother gets on the mic and starts spouting off to us. She's saying that her daughter is a fantastic mother and we need to leave them alone or she's going to call the police. We managed to piss a kid off so bad that we got yelled at by 3 generations of that family in the span of a few minutes. God, it was fantastic. For those of you that are curious, we were playing Advanced Warfare. Several years ago I was doing a 40-person raid in World of Warcraft. Many people in the guild were from CA. At the time I lived in Oakland. We hear one guy around Napa call out, "Whoa." Then a few seconds later I feel a pretty substantial earthquake and announce it over vent. A few seconds a couple people around San Jose chime in, they're surprised too. It was pretty cool to hear how the quake rippled south in real time. I will eat you and shit you out so I may fertilize my garden with your soul. I tend to stay pretty quiet when I'm playing online games, but there was a memorable moment that occurred about a year ago while I was playing Team Fortress 2. The honest truth of the matter is that I'm absolutely terrible at most first-person shooters. If I'm lucky, I'll manage to score a single kill, maybe 2, before being offed by an opponent that I didn't notice. This fact was apparently unforgivable, and a young man who was offended by my skills, or lack thereof, wasted no time or breath in informing me of my failures. Oh my god, he shouted, "You ducking suck. Seriously, you ducking suck. I can't ducking believe how much you ducking suck." At first, I ignored the tirade. As time went on, though, I realized that the fellow didn't appear able to say anything beyond "oh my god, I seriously can't believe how much you ducking suck." His entire vocabulary could seemingly be derived from those 12 words. I took it as a challenge. After fumbling a bit to figure out which key activated my microphone, I responded back with a tirade of my own, while imitating Kermit the Frog's voice. "Hey, man," I finally replied, "I heard you got kicked out of military school for being too boring. Don't ask me what I meant by that." It was a nonsensical insult that was intended to provoke the fellow. "Duck you," my conversational opponent shouted. It seemed like my verbal jab had done the trick, as there was suddenly a tone of real rage in his voice. "Duck you ducking duck, ducking duck. You ducking suck." Got. I did my best to suppress a laugh, then switched to imitating Cookie Monster. "Me no think you be having good grasp of English. Me think you only know words like duck and suck. Me think you should learn words like cookie. Duck you ducking. You are seriously the biggest ducking loser." "Whoa," I replied, still as Cookie Monster. "You use some new words. Now say cookie." The young man's frustration was audibly increasing as he shouted "duck you" back at me, and was that a tinge of fear that I detected. "Cookie?" I replied. "Ducking stop. You're ducking creepy, and you ducking suck." There was definitely some sort of mounting discomfort in the guy's voice. Had I discovered, I wondered, the one individual on the planet with a phobia about Muppets? "Cookie. Stop, duck. Stop ducking around." I went silent for about 5 seconds. Then, starting in a low ominous growl, and moving up into a tone of manic insanity, I went for the kill. As much as I'd love to say that the young man burst into tears, disconnected, and left the world of online gaming forever. The truth of the matter is more mundane, though not by much. Midway through my long-winded bellow, the guy flipped out and started screaming in near gibberish. The occasional duck and so on was still audible, but it seemed like he had been reduced to offering wordless exclamations while his voice cracked. This went on for the rest of the match. The guy didn't stop until the very end, when he managed to squeak out a final "duck you suck" before disconnecting. My team lost the match, but I like to think that I won the war. Wow, you made it to the end. Thank you for watching, mate. Smash that like button and subscribe for more daily content.